row over the centre's multi-party outreach delegations, with the Trinamool Congress saying that the government cannot decide who will be part of the delegation from the Trinamool Congress. Now, Abhishek Banerjee said while the party strongly condemns Pakistan's actions and that the government needs to, put this out on the international stage, but who will represent from the Trinamool Congress remains their decision. Now, the centre had in fact reached out to the Behrampur Member of Parliament, Yusuf Pathan, and his name was included in this delegations. There are various delegations going to different parts of the world. So his name was included without consulting with the party. The Trinamool Congress has now said the multi-party delegations consist of 7 groups led by 1 MP each. In fact, 3 of those groups are led by opposition MPs, and it's been initiated to counter the global misinformation and India's zero tolerance policy on terrorism. But let's just listen into what Abhishek Banerjee said on this issue.
इंडिया का पीस को डिसरप्ट करने का प्रयास पाकिस्तान की तरफ से हो रहा है, उसका हम कड़ी निंदा करते हैं। उसको ग्लोबल स्टेज में रखना भी चाहिए, लेकिन मेरा पार्टी से कौन जाएगा ये डिसीजन पार्टी का है। Center or the union government cannot decide unilaterally who will represent from which party. The BJP is at the helm. They are responsible for running the country. They are running the union government. They can decide on their part कि BJP से कौन जाएगा। अब मान लीजिए कांग्रेस से कौन जाएगा, तृणमूल से कौन जाएगा, DMK से कौन जाएगा, आम आदमी पार्टी से कौन जाएगा, समाजवादी पार्टी से कौन जाएगा, ये बीजेपी तय नहीं कर सकती।
All right, and earlier we spoke to a BJP spokesperson from West Bengal, Shatarupa, who said that the Trinamool is stretching this issue into petty politics.
Trinamool appears to be very, very confused. Although I think Abhishek Banerjee has been a 3rd time or the 4th time MP in Parliament, but because he doesn't really attend Parliament much, or obviously doesn't understand the working of the Parliament, he obviously has no idea that there is a committee which is called Parliamentary Affairs. It is a whole department, which is ministry, in fact, Parliamentary Affairs Ministry, which deals with everything to do with Parliament. So since there are some 18 MPs Trinamool has in the Lok Sabha, and some more, I think 4 or 5 in the Rajya Sabha, they also automatically come under this Parliamentary Affairs Ministry. And so if a decision has been taken to include the opposition, they should feel glad. In fact, they should not make an issue out of this, and they should compliment the government of Bharat that here they're showing, we are showing an inclusiveness in taking almost everybody. If you've seen the list of the 7 committees which are being assigned to go abroad to several different countries to talk about the country, I think one should feel very privileged to be part of these 7 committees. Instead of that, they want to do their usual narrow sectarian politics as usual.
Well, let's go across to Aishwarya now for more. So, Aishwarya, this row breaking out between the Trinamool Congress and the centre. Now, the Trinamool Congress, while it's saying that, this Pakistan's narrative needs to be countered and India needs to put its point across, but what they have taken exception to is the BJP or the centre reaching out to their MPs without first consulting with the party. We saw a similar issue within the Congress as well.
But couple of things that will completely sum up what government's point of view is regarding the nomination of these MPs who would go to different part of the globe and will represent India and corner Pakistan as far as their terrorist sponsoring is concerned. Number one, government is in a view that when the all-party meeting was constituted in the parliament, the entire opposition unitedly stood together with the government and stated that whatever decision the government will take in action against terrorism, in response to the terror activity in Pahalgam, the entire opposition will be with the government in what whatever step they take in the near future. And the government believes that this was the next step that they have taken to appoint these multi-party delegations, to send them across the globe so that India's stance would be clear in front of the other countries as well, and how Operation Sindoor unfolded. And the nomination was done by the government. When earlier the opposition had given a nod to the government, why such questions being raised by individual political parties? Number two, it is in the past. We have seen in 1994 when Vajpayee was sent to represent India, it was the government who decided. Neither the chief of any political party was asked by the government, and it was a decision that was taken so that a balanced approach should be maintained. And this time as well, when we are looking at the list of the multi-party delegations, three of the of the MPs delegation is being led by the opposition MPs. Two of the delegation is being led by the ally partner of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and rest two are being led by the Bharatiya Janata Party MPs. It's a mixed approach, a balanced list that has been prepared. The nomination is being done by the government in a very balanced way in terms of India's representation to abroad. Number three, it is of course, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju had called upon these MPs, taken a consent from them to name them in that particular list. Now it is their responsibility to communicate to their national chiefs of the political parties, the respective political party that they belong to, and if they have any objection, they are free to skip this multi-party delegation. But no one objected before putting final list into public domain, is what the government sources have also told us. It is Kiran Rijiju who also called upon the Congress party chief Mallikarjun Kharge and spoke to Rahul Gandhi. 4 names were given, and it was Shashi Tharoor's name which was not given by the Congress party, but government wanted Shashi Tharoor, being a person of of a caliber that can represent India on the foreign soil, and also him being the chairperson of the External Affairs Committee for at least 10 years, and he has that caliber. So according to that caliber, and the nominations were done by the government, but it is of course the Trinamool Congress who had been doing politics over it, as being stated by the government. They have been saying that first the political party chief should be asked about the name of the candidate, and later if the political party wants to give any such name, then that should be given. Instead, a unilateral decision should not be taken. Of course, the opposition parties, including Trinamool Congress, also stated that they are firm and they are standing strong in terms of what government is doing in terms of exposing Pakistan globally or internally as well.